Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talk. So, a friend of mine had asked if I would take a look at her car. Basically, you can see she's got the battery light and the check engine light are both on in her vehicle. Now, at first, she had wanted to take it to a dealership and essentially just have them diagnose it. And they charge like $100 and something just to put some equipment on it, tell you what's wrong with the vehicle. But we're gonna see if we can get it diagnosed for free, and I'm gonna show you guys how. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna take a ride over to AutoZone, and essentially they're gonna hook up some different equipment to it. They have a transmission checker, they have a battery checker, they have a code reader where they plug directly into your computer, and they don't charge you for this because what they're hoping is you will buy the parts from them and fix it yourself, and essentially they'll make the money off the parts and you'll save the money, but you will have to put a little work in yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go over to AutoZone and we're gonna try to do this. This is super easy to do, so I recommend you guys try it out, and if you have any car troubles, and let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment. I'll see you guys in a minute when we're heading over to AutoZone. I'm just trying to see where you plug that in. That way I know. Can people buy these little testers?
Oh yeah.
So what exactly does this tester do?
It checks all the engine sensors on this particular one.
Okay. And then it just takes all the data and then you bring it in and it tells you what was wrong with it?
Well, on a consumer one, it'll tell you on the display.
Okay.
The alternator's good.
Okay, and I know the battery's good. Is there anything else you think it could be?
No.
Okay. Hear that?
The BBT.
Yeah, it's this one right here. Oh no, it's this one, ain't it? Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. Okay. Okay, so I just stopped in and they just ran the full settings to see the diagnostic, to see what was wrong with it. Basically, I'm having a sensor that keeps going out under here. It's an intake sensor and an outtake sensor. So what they had explained to me, I'm going to have to take a screw off here to release this, and then I'm going to have to take another screw off right there, and that's going to lift this whole thing. And then this little cover right here will just snap off fairly easy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start taking this and opening up the system, and I'll be right back. Now all I did right here, I just used the screwdriver, loosened it up, and then literally you're going to see how easy this slides off. That's just like that easy, and that one's off. Now there is another one down here. It's going to be a little bit trickier to get. I'm going to have to use a socket to loosen that one down there. See if you can kind of get a good look down there. Okay, so I just loosened up this one, and I just loosened up the bottom one. So that opened it up. Now I had to take off my cap right here in order to basically allow this to lift up so I could access underneath here. So now that that's lifted up, I can see the part that I need. It's just going to be a matter of me getting to it here. So I'm going to move some stuff around a little bit. I'm going to take this cap off a little bit. This cap literally just snaps on. There's nothing to it. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so what I did now, I've taken off the cap, as you can see, and I've exposed what was under it. I didn't want to unhook this because if I don't know anything about it, I don't want to mess with it. I'm not a mechanic, but I am looking for basically a cheap way of doing this, and at AutoZone they run the diagnostic. They can tell you what's wrong with your vehicle. It's all free to do. A lot of people want to take them to a mechanic, your vehicle, and they'll basically put it on a diagnostic, and they're going to charge you a good amount of money just for that, to tell you what's wrong with it. Then they're going to charge you another good amount of money. Then they're going to mark up the parts. If you've never done any kind of mechanic work, you can come to AutoZone. Somebody will be able to help you and tell you. You might have to try a couple AutoZones maybe unfortunately, to get someone that really knows their stuff. But I was lucky enough to find a young lady that really knew her stuff. And she said she'll keep popping out here and checking on me to make sure I'm doing all right. So I now can see the parts that I need. Okay, so I just took the front one off. I'm going to replace the intake and the outtake. There's like a little cover here that you pull off. You're going to take that off. You can use a flat. Some of them don't even have it, because the first one, this is what it looked like. And then literally all you're going to do is push this in right here. And then you're just going to unhook it like that. It's going to pop out that easy. Now I'm going to need to undo, you can see that bolt right there, and there's a bolt there. I'm going to need to undo both of them and take this part out, and then it's going to look like, once I take it out, it's going to look just like this. But I just need to loosen that bolt in order to take it out. So that's the next thing that I'm going to get done, and then I'm going to end up putting these back in. And you can see in here, these right here, let's see here if I can show you guys. To my understanding, these are going to get clogged up over time, and basically it's going to make this no good. You might be able to clean them, but I'm just going to buy new ones for 40 bucks each and put them in, and then go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these ones out, and I'm going to put the new ones in, and then I'll be right back. So I've already got it broken loose, and now it's coming off, but it's coming off slow just because my extender's not quite long enough. I've got a kind of a short extender in there. But okay, so I just got one out. I ended up having to reach over it and take it out like this for two reasons. One, it's hot, and two, it's gonna have some, well, it's gonna have some oil on it, just so you guys know. Put that right there for a minute. And then the other reason that I did it like that with the channel locks is because it's going to be really tough to get out. I mean, it is, it's been in there for a long time. I mean, this has been in here 150,000 miles, so I needed this to loosen it. And basically I just grabbed on and kind of gave it a little bit of twist. The lady that knew what she was talking about said it's been on there a long time, it's going to be hard to get out. These are the originals. So, and it was just that easy. So now it's going to be a matter of me putting it back together. So there's my two old parts right there, and we're going to get on the new ones. Okay, so one of the problems that I think I could have had too, the cap, this little cap was missing on one of them. So what that leads me to believe is one of these had been replaced. Now I'm wondering if they replaced it differently, because she was explaining that the gray is for the intake, as you can see here, and then the black, which is my new one over here, should be for the outtake. So what I'm thinking is, because your intake is going to go bad first, and then it's going to follow up to the outtake, someone might have replaced the intake at one point, and basically they didn't use a gray one, they used the black one. So with that being said, that could have been, I don't know if there's any real difference in the two. There is a different part number for the outtake and for the intake, but that could be the case. But either way, I'm going to replace them both just so we can get this baby to not, so it will stop stalling on me. I mean, literally, I was cutting through the parking lot today, and as soon as I took my foot off the gas, it stalled out. I was at the light, it stalled out. I was at a stop sign, it stalled out, and hopefully we're going to get this thing going good again. Okay, so I got them both on. They're not bolted down yet. I put the intake in the front and the outtake in the back. And Okay, so I just got them both replaced and tightened down the screws. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to hook the wiring back up to it. Literally this is just tongue and groove setting, so it's just going to snap right in place and you can hear it snap. And this one's going to be tongue and groove also. And you can see, like, right here you have the little tongue, and right here you have the groove, and once you go over, it's basically going to grab it and lock, and there it is. So those are in place. Now the next step is going to be simple. You're just going to be I'm going to put my cover back on. I'm going to take back off my cap so I can snap the cover over it, and then the cover, I'll put my cap right back over the cover and it'll screw it down, and then I'll tighten this back up and we'll be good as new. So I just kind of wanted you guys to see how easy this is going to snap. Once you put this back into place, it's literally just going to snap right over it, and you'll know that you have it lined up because you can see where the oil cap's going to go. Now I'm doing this one-handed, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but let's see here. Let me just move it first. Okay, so you can see the oil cap. Once that oil cap is lined up, then you know you got it. And then literally it's just going to snap into place. And then after you got it snapped into place, just slap your oil cap back on there and tighten that. Make sure that's tight down. You don't want that coming up loose and basically having vibration, lose your cap, cause any kind of damage. So now the next thing's simply going to take this, and I'm going to end up screwing this back in here, and I'm going to screw it back in on the bottom, and I should be good to go. Okay, so now I got it all put back together. I am going to get everything cleaned up for parts and tools and get my hands washed, and then I'm actually going to take it out for a drive and we'll see what happens.